Okay, today we can study the function, the rational function, and the graph of this function. So the function today is x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 times x plus 3. First of all, I'm going to determine the domain of f of x. To do that, I have to suppose that equal as 0, which means the domain equal x belong to R and 2x minus 1 must differ of 0 and x plus 3 differ of 0, which means the domain equal x belong to R and x must differ of minus of 1 over 2 and x must differ of minus 3, which means the domain equal minus infinity minus 3 is not included, union minus 3 1 over 2 union 1 over 2 1 over 2 plus infinity. So let me write this and write it just right there. The domain of this function is minus infinity minus 3 union minus 3 1 over 2 union 1 over 2 plus infinity. So I'm going to write it just right here. So the domain equal minus infinity minus 3 union minus 3 1 over 2 union 1 over 2 plus infinity. Okay, right? This one. So the second I'm gonna find if there is any vertical, any horizontal asymptote. To find the vertical asymptote, we can let the denominator equal 0, which is going to be the same as like to the domain, which means 2x minus 1 times x plus 3 equal 0, which means 2x minus 1 equal 0, or x plus 3 equal 0, which means x equal 1 over 2 or x equal minus 3. So the vertical asymptote, we have two of them. So x equal 1 over 2, x equal minus 3. Now we're gonna find the horizontal asymptote. This is the vertical asymptote. Now we're gonna find the horizontal asymptote. Horizontal asymptote. To do this, we have to calculate the limit of f of x as the absolute value of x approach the infinity, plus or minus infinity. So limit of f of x as the absolute value of x as x approach to the infinity equal limit of x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 times x plus 3 as the absolute value of x approach the infinity equal limit of x as x approach to plus or minus infinity. We have to develop the factors. We have to factor the denominator here. X plus 1 over 2x times x, that's 2x squared, 2x times 3, that's 6x, minus 1 times x minus x, and then minus 1 times 3 is minus 3, which equal as limit of absolute value of x as x merged to the infinity plus or minus infinity of x plus 1 over 2x squared, 6x minus x, 5x, which means 5x minus 3. As we can see here, is the 2 is the highest exponent of x. So I'm gonna divide both the numerator and the denominator by x squared. So which gonna give me here equal limit of the absolute value of x plus infinity x over x squared plus 1 over x squared all is over 2x squared over x squared plus 5x over x squared minus 3 over x squared. That's been equal limit of f of x as the absolute value of x approach the infinity equal x over x squared, that means 1 over x plus 1 over x squared whole over. So x squared over to x squared equal 2 plus 5x over x squared 5 over x plus or minus, sorry, minus 3 over x squared. So as we see, as x approach to the infinity, 1 over x, 1 over x squared, 5 over x, 3 over x squared, or approach to 0, which mean equal 0 plus 0 over 2 is 0, 5 over x 0 minus 0, which equal 0 over 2, which equal 0. So from here we can say from here that means y equal 0 is a horizontal asymptote. y equal a 0, so the horizontal asymptote equal y equal a 0. Let me do it like this. Good. Smart board is getting smart board. So I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping the graph. Let's take this. This is the x and this is the y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So I'm gonna drop some points. So I have the vertical asymptote x equal 1 over 2. That means 1 over 2 is gonna be right here, half. So this is the vertical asymptote. This is x equal 1 over 2. And I have another vertical asymptote x minus 3. 1, 2, 3. So right here. X equal minus 3. So now I'm gonna look if there is any, if the graph, which the point, the graph, it can cross the y and the x. Let's see which one, the y and the x. So which means x intercept. So to put x intercept. X intercept. So here the slits we can found it by let y equal a 0, which means f of x equal a 0. That means x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 times x plus 3 must equal a 0, which means x plus 1 equal 0, which means x equal a minus 1. So this is, that means the graph, it's gonna cross the x-axis in this point right here, minus 1. That's the first one. Then let's see y intercept. Y intercept for this one, that we can find x equal a 0, which means f of x, which means we calculate f of x f of 0 equal a 0, which means 0 plus 1 over 2x, that means 0 times 2 equal a 0, minus 1, 0 plus 3, that means 3, which equal minus 3, and 1 over minus 3, that means minus 1 over 3. So let's see, minus 1 over 3, that means this, the graph can cross the y axis in the point minus 3, minus 1 over 3. Minus 1 over 3, I can divide this to 3 units. So the first one, the 2, should can be right here. and across the line. So now we can start having a clue how the graph it kind of looks like. This one. So the last step I'm gonna do is just to study the sign of f of x. That means if f of x positive or negative, it's gonna be in this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, this side. This side right here is negative, this side negative, this side positive side. So let me see what's gonna be, how it's gonna be like. To do that, I'm gonna pick the domain minus infinity. I got here a vertical axis. That means the graph is not gonna cross this one. So the first domain is gonna be minus infinity minus 3. So here the domain minus infinity minus 3. Second domain is gonna be minus 3, and this right here minus 3 minus 1. The fourth domain is gonna be from here minus 1 1 over 2 minus 1 1 over 2, and the last domain is gonna be from here 1 over 2 plus infinity. 1 over 2 plus infinity. So the domain, and then we can pick a point which is called the test point. Then here it's gonna be f of x, and then here it's gonna be the sign of f of x. So I'm gonna pick the first point. For example, I'm gonna pick a point from here that belongs to this interval. First point is gonna be minus, for example, minus 4. So here I'm gonna calculate f of minus 4. Okay, f of minus 4, I'm gonna replace x here by minus 4. So it's gonna give me minus 1 over 3. So this is negative. Then second point is gonna be belongs to the interval minus 3 minus 1. Like for example, I'm gonna pick minus 2. So here f of minus 2. So I'm gonna get equal 1 over 5. So which one? 1 over 5 is positive, which means the sign is gonna be positive. The third domain is gonna be minus 1 1 over 2. So I'm gonna pick, for example, the point, for example, 0. So I'm gonna calculate f of 0 equal. So I'm gonna replace x by 0. So that means here 1, x by 0. So minus 1 over 3. Minus 1 over 3. So the side is gonna be negative. So the last interval is 1 over 2 plus infinity. So I'm gonna pick the number, for example, 2. So I'm gonna calculate f of 2. F of 2, I'm gonna replace x by 2. I get 1 over 5, which the sign of f of x is positive. So from all this information, now we can plot the interval. So let's see. So in this domain minus infinity minus 3, the sign of f of x is negative. That means this domain from here, from this domain right here, this domain, f of x is gonna be negative, and the graph, it doesn't cross the x or the y axis. That means the graph is gonna be just like here. Okay, first graph. From the domain minus 3 minus 1, it's positive. Minus 3 minus 1, minus 3 is right here, and minus 1. That means this interval right there. So it's gonna be positive. That means the graph is not gonna be in this side, it's gonna be in this side. Which means it's gonna be this side, right? So, and then don't forget we have the graph is supposed to cross the x, y in the point -1. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen in the interval now. -1, 1 over 2. -1, 1 over 2. The sign of the f of the x negative. That means it's gonna cross the line and it's gonna come like this. And this have to cross the y-axis in -1 over 3. Then the last one is 1 over 2 plus infinity. So we have the sign of the graph is positive. That means the graph is gonna be in this side and it's not gonna cross no line, no x-axis, no y-axis, nothing. So and it is this y-x 1 over 2 is the asymptote. That means it's gonna be the graph just look like this. And this is the final graph, and this is the study of this function. I hope you enjoy this class. It's my first class, and please, if you like it, just subscribe and share it. Thanks.